Hi friends, welcome to First Motors. Today we have a new managers and my secretary employee, so we'll have some education, but I'm sure also this one will be very helpful for our buyers as well. So the things you must know if you want to import used cars from Korea. Let's do it. Okay, first of all, you have to understand somehow the life of the circle of life used car market in Korea. How we're gonna buy cars, where is the source of the cars, and how we're gonna handle them, how we're gonna find them, and so on. I'm sure that the Korean used car market is quite big. Though the America is number one, still the Korea is like number 3 or number 4. It's quite big market. And most of all, that we have also quite good luxury cars from Germany, like Mercedes-Benz, Audi, BMW, and so on, more higher ones, right? Lamborghini and good sports cars. All those cars, we have good number of cars in Korea, so many buyers from abroad, they are buying those cars as well. Now, our office is in Suwon SKV Motors, second largest car trading mall. The biggest one is in just beside us, Deutsche Auto World, only walking distance 5 minutes only. I'm sure that you know that. So in this area, Suwon, we have number 1 and number 2 car trading mall in Korea. And this is retail market, not wholesale market. But when our buyers from abroad, when they buy cars from Korea, they are not only buying cars from auctions, which is wholesale market. They also buy cars from retail market, from this building as well. So we should know 2 markets as well. Retail market, which is this car trading mall, and other car trading malls. And also we need to know the wholesale market, which is auction as well. And when you export used cars from Korea, there are some demands of each country. Let's say Saudi Arabia, they like to have mostly luxury cars, high-end cars only, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and so on. And also Saudi has an age limit, only 5 years old. So up to 2020, maybe after a month, starting 2021, we can export. So that's why quite good market of good cars. And they also only prefer gasoline cars. If it's Saudi, they don't actually import diesel cars. Very rarely they could actually import diesel car, but very rare. So mostly gasoline cars. So most Middle East countries, Saudi, Oman, Dubai, Qatar, and so on, they are buying gasoline cars only, not diesel cars. So you should know those basic things. And then when you export used cars, the one thing you should know, our income is actually very limited. Usually we are selling cars to the dealers in abroad, which means they are dealers. In other way, we can say they are professionals. We don't cheat any car price. We try to provide as it is. It's an open business. I don't ask all my managers put any gain above the car. Try to sell as it is because they are professional, which means that we are not just selling cars one time. They are buying cars monthly, annually, and so on. When I began my business, even still my first buyers, they are still buying cars from me. Like 4 years and 5 years, they are continue to buy cars. So it's important to develop the relationship and friendship. So we provide the car price as it is. And also that is one reason that I recommend actually my buyers to use auctions. When you use auctions, we have 5 major auctions in Korea. All the car prices are on the net. So no cheating at all, right? There is a winning price. There is auction fee as well. So it's very clear. So we try to do business like that. Now when the buyers ask you how to source cars, how to find cars, we can recommend our own auctions. We have, if you go to our website, firstmotors.co.kr, we introduce our company about us, also find items. In our website, we only put the cars in Incheon City and Suwon City. Actually, all the cars in our website, it came from car manager, dealer's website. But we put this one. To use this one, I pay actually monthly like 1 million won. It's not cheap. So we are using this website. So if you go to find items, we can choose cars. You can choose manufacturer. That's Audi, Q7. If you go to search, now you can find cars, and then you can sort by price, sort by also year, mileage. You can sort. So mostly, but we choose the car by price. So from the cheaper one, the 19 model, like If you click in our website, it's in English, so in dollars, $14,000, right? And then external history, this one is a paid one. So if you click, it goes to another website. You have to pay for it. Mostly, we can check the external history through this performance check record. So if you click performance check record, now you can check this one. When you scroll down, you can see the year, VIN number, and the car model name, and the mileage. This one little high, right? 200,000 kilometers, very high. And this one, anatomy of the car. So we can see this one, no accident record, so no replacement, no paintings, no sheeting, welding, and so on. Very clean one. Through this map, you and I, we can know the car condition in a simple way. So please, you can check this one. So you and I, we can check cars from our website. That's first one. And also for the retail market, the reason I'm running this English website, not all countries, but mostly some buyers who doesn't know Korean language, and also some buyers, they don't like to translate. So I'm using our website in English. But another more bigger market is actually if you go to enka.com, now we translate this one in English. Actually, this is the biggest online retail market in Korea and also most well known. So most even buyers abroad, they are checking cars from this website. So in a way, we can recommend our buyers referring this enka.com and then let them access cars by themselves. So let them search cars on their own and then they can choose the car. Here we have two main search, domestic and import. So let's go to import. And if you go to import, let's say another Audi Q7, so we can check 2016 to 24. Also here we can sort by lowest price. And in enka.com also, upon the options, also you can choose the car. The cars with the sunroof, right? You can choose. Also you can check the interior color. If some buyer don't like black colors, I want to have brown. And when you search in this way, and then they only shows the cars with brown seats. Let's click this one. You go to like the brown seat. So when your buyers ask you, please find this car with these specifications, brown color, white color, or other options and so on. Enka is the best platform that we can categorize, so we can find the cars that our buyers want. Unfortunately, our website doesn't have this function, not much, not detailed categories, so we cannot sort out like this. So enka.com is also a good one. Another retail well-known market is kbchachacha.com. So this kbchachacha.com, when you go to this website, actually kbchachacha, this website is connected with dealer's website. So even some cars not on Enka, also we can find from here. The way you search the cars, the same. So also we can recommend this one. Okay, these are the retail market that you and I, we can find some cars. And then now let's talk about the auctions, which is wholesale market. The wholesale market in Korea, that is auctions, as I mentioned. So all auctions, we know that we are buying cars through bidding. So how much you put the price, the first winner will get the car, right? And so to join the auctions, you must know the retail market price. So if you do not know the retail market price, you can put somehow more higher price than retail market, which is not recommended, no need, right? If so, there is no reason that we buy cars from auctions. We can buy cars from retail market. So to join the auction, you must know the retail market price. The basis of retail market price, that's enka.com. So when you know the price in Enka, each model, year, mileage, options, and so on, if you know the basic price of the car, now if you find those cars at auctions, you may know how much you can put. Usually, if it's luxury cars, like 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, and so on, it's hard to win as you put like a 10% discount, because if it's luxury cars, high-end cars, expensive ones, maybe like a 5% might be okay to win it. If you put 10% discount, 10% lower than the market price, hard to win. So, but like the cars below 10 million below, like 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, and so on, maybe 10% gain is okay. So if car price 5 million, you can put like 4.5 to win, or 4 million to win. Even more, maybe 15 to 20 sometimes, but like luxury cars over 20 million, 30 million, and so on. If it's like a 10% gain, we can just earn 3 million and so on. So sometimes not easy, but basically let's say 10% we try to put as our gain. So when the dealers in this building for retail market, they buy cars from auctions and they are reselling in this place, their margin is like 5 to 10 or maximum 20% when the car is very low price. That's somehow the market, how we're gonna make deals in Korean used car market. So when the buyers ask for big discount, I think it depends on somehow the nature of each country. Because let's say Albania and Kosovo, that's Eastern Europe, which actually import many cars in Korea today. But those people there, like discount is kind of culture. Always they ask for discount. Always discount. And they think that we can make big discount from anchor price. But in fact, from anchor price, we cannot make big discount. Sometimes no discount. It's quite fixed. And on anchor price also we have to add 440,000 won. So we have to add additional 440,000. We call it selling fee in Korea. In Korean we said medobi. The selling fee 440,000 won also is not small one, will be added. Those expensive cars we can make this discount. That means that the same price with anchor. For cheap cars like 3 million, 5 million cars, the dealers will not give that much discount. They give maybe, it's fixed. Or I'll give you 100,000 won only. I'll give you 200,000 won only. And if so, our purchasing car price is higher than anchor price because we need to add 440,000 won. Did you get it? Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that's how we're gonna make our prices. That's the price that also we are informing to our buyers. Okay, that is the price. Okay, let's go to one of example that we can find. The most famous one is Hey Dealer. Hey Dealer is the most famous one because Hey Dealer they provide many cars. If it's German cars, if it's luxury cars. Okay, this is one of our manager's ID. Team leader Kim Woo-tum, English name is James. So when you go to his ID, now we can find 3 categories: direct auction, zero, self. So in Hey Dealer there are 3 categories. Direct auction means as they like if we choose direct auction, he wanna sell it 6.6 million, 20 million, 30.577 million. So they put their price. I wanna have this price. If not, I will not sell it. So zero car. So but why this is not sold out right away? We are dealers. Only dealers are joining actually Hey Dealer, not personal buyers. So we dealers, we buy this one to resell, right? So if our gain is very tight, very little only, they don't buy. That's why these cars are not sold out. So in this case, if they cannot sell out in a week or 2 weeks and so on, also these sellers also they little bit put down their price. They made a little discount and so on. So this is a direct auction. Instant bidding. Now second category is we call it zero cars. Zero cars examined by the technicians examinees. So when you click this one, for example, there is other comments from appraisers. So these are the examinee technicians and they made a report like a rear passenger fender dented, there is history and so on, and then he said that actually skin is wrong interpretation. Exterior painting, one portion is needed. Wheel scratches, one wheel has scratches and so on. They made a report, and on this report we are putting our bidding price. How much we're gonna put this one. So now this number says 26 hours remaining. So still we have chance to bid until this time. And also there is second category, 25 number of people bid. They made bid. So sometimes if the bidders are more than 30, automatically also it will end. Though there is a more time limit, if more than 30 bidders join, it ends. And then the winners will be decided. And check means 110 dealers, they search this car. So in this way, we're gonna put the price. And also sometimes there is a history, you can check it out. And then also here, a film measurement, a painting thickness. So this one is actually original, up to 160, let's say it's original. This one, painting, the first painting, and this one more than 300, this portion, which means that there is a putty works. When the skin is not even, so they use some tools, and they make even, but it's not very even, so they put putty and then grind and so on. If so, the painting thickness becomes more thicker. This one, like most Saudi buyers, also Russian buyers. Today, maybe Russian market is stopped for a while, but Russia and Saudi and so on, they are very particular in painting works. So if painting works are more than 2 portions, mostly they don't buy. And especially if they have these portions, also they don't like to buy. The difference between this just light painting only and putty works, the difference is painting works might be okay, but when there is a putty works and then grind and so on, later on the painting can be cracked again. That will occur after 1 to 2 years, and especially in a very, very hot weather, very cold weather, I think that symptom comes out more quickly than Korea and so on. So people don't like this kind of paintings. So if this is the case, somehow replacement might be better than this putty works, because usually they do this putty work because they want to save the money. If it's by the car accident and if it will be fixed by the insurance company, mostly they change it, they replace it. But if it's personal repair, because changing the door is expensive, right? Yeah. Like let's say 2 million, but when you fix like that, maybe 200,000 won, something like that. So they prefer to paint it. Anyway, those things that you know. So this Hey Dealer, as you put the price, and how do you know this retail market price? Also, Hey Dealer actually connects you and car retail price. It's a quite good way. If you go to this way, if you click it, now this one will show you the similar cars in NCAR, how much they are selling it, 25 million. Only one car is available, right? Only one car is available. So as you check this car through the ncar.com, also when you find very little only, so you may not know the market price well, and if so, you can go to dealer's website, which is, let's say, car manager, and if so, you can have more cars. Go to a car manager, but the problem is that this car manager, if my buyers in abroad, they cannot access it, because it's forbidden, only inside Korea. So you and I, we can check it out from here. The similar cars, we can find it and check the price, how much we are selling it. So you will know that how much we can buy, how much we can make a bidding in Hey Dealer. Okay, let's go to another auction. Let's go to Auto Auction every Wednesday. Okay, if you go to Auto Auction, put my ID and password. If you log in it, then you can see all the car list today. Let's see, Hyundai, Genesis, and so on. Also, okay, let's go to exhibit list. Today's list. And today the auction is always ongoing. Also here you can check the manufacturing company. Let's say the all Audis we have today. Okay, we have 66 Audis today in auctions. Let's say the first one, Audi A5 TDI Quattro. You can see starting price 7 million, right? When you click this one, now you can see more details. You can check the exterior through these portals. As you click out, you can see the exterior. And then more important thing is, this is the option information, and this one, the anatomy of the car. W, shooting, okay? X means replacement. W, interior, which means it can be welding and shooting together. So this one has minor accident in front, right? This frame is a little touched. So in this way, you can check the general car condition, and also here, functional evaluation information on detail. This is quite information. This information is quite important to make the judgment, final judgment. But mostly when you see engine oil leaks, then transmission oil leaks are very common things for old cars. So sometimes it's not a big problem. But the others are, you have to check it out. Turbo failure, steering failure, low body joints, and so on. You can check the car condition, and then you can make your bidding price. So the way do we buy cars from retail market, like N-Car or KB Cha-Cha-Cha, and also we buy cars from auctions as well. So for auctions, only for those who want to be our regular buyers, who can buy like at least several cars per month, well, we open our IDs. If you buy just one car and so on, we don't open our auction IDs because we cannot control it. So for auction IDs, we ask our buyers how many cars do you plan to buy monthly and so on. And then we can share our auction IDs and password, because sometimes they click it, and if they said, I didn't click it, all responsibility is on me. I have to buy it, or I have to pay the penalties. These regular auctions, penalty is very simple, 10% penalty. I just pay 10% of the car price. But for Hey Dealers, I can lose my ID. It's more bigger problem. So I have to buy it. There is no other options. So also you should know that. So I have several cars that I purchased because I didn't know who bid it. That's happening. So sometimes also I change my password as well. Okay, so to be an export dealer, you should know that like also some African countries, also they don't buy diesel cars, but some countries only they buy diesel cars only. Let's say Eastern Europe, Albania, Kosovo, nearby Greece, Macedonia, Moldova, Montenegro, Slovakia, and those places, they only buy diesel cars, no gasoline cars. But some African countries like Cote d'Ivoire, they only buy gasoline cars, no diesel. Sometimes when you see it in car manager in a dealer's website, some dealers put wrong information. It's diesel car, but they put gasoline car. It's a gasoline car, but they put diesel car. When it happens, who is responsible? Who is responsible? Actually, all responsibility becomes on me or on you. The buyer somehow don't care. Even the seller don't care. It was a mistake, but in other information, there was this diesel, not gasoline, and so on. Because even in car manager, when you say, let's go with the car manager, when you check the cars here, these cars, when you click this car, it says, here it says it's gasoline. It says it's gas. But when you go to car performance, this is also gasoline, good. But sometimes this one is marked in diesel, which means that it's diesel, but in first time they made mistake. So it happens very rarely. So you should know. Even a month ago, my buyer, he bought a car as if it's a gasoline car, but it's diesel. So he asked me to return. So actually the dealer if he refuses it, no way to return, because he already purchased it. So sometimes those problems are happening, very rare, but sometimes this information might be not correct. But when you open, when your car performance, and this one is more reliable. You can trust this car performance record than just the marking on the website. So you have to double check this one. And then as a dealer, even export dealer or domestic dealer, another important thing is using this Hey Dealer application. If you go to Hey Dealer application, buying my car, selling my car, get a scrap car code and a hidden history of used cars. For our dealers, this portion is more important, hidden history of used cars. So if you go to Hey Dealer, but this one is only possible in our cell phone. So when you go to cell phone, if you click the car plate number, if it's in the car trading mall, this one will show you the car history, accident record, how much was paid for the repair, what portion, even maintenance record, engine oil when it was changed, what portions are replaced, and so on. All you can find in your Hey Dealer website in cell phone, like this one. So I recommend you to install this one. Did you install, right?
Yes, I
also Mam Lee, also you can install this one, okay, on your cell phone. Then when you click it, now selling my car, buying my car, and then car history. Here you can put the car plate number, and this one will show the whole history of the car. So when you see this history of car, if the car is like changed, the ownership is changed like 3 times or 4 times in a year, if so, I recommend you don't buy. Even our buyers want to have this one, we can refuse it. We can ask them to buy another one. Like once a year is okay. In a year, if it's more than 2 times or 3 times, we assume that there is a problem that the mechanic cannot fix it, because the cars we are driving in is not perfect. Though the company tried to make it perfect, even the mechanics, there are problems, they cannot find it. So those things are like let's say 1 out of 1,000. Not open it, not 1 out of 100, even 1,000 or even 50,000 and so on. But those cars are happening and mechanics cannot find the problem, which means they cannot cure the problem. They cannot fix it. So those problems can happen. So that's why even we don't know. So in this case, only one way is just we prevent those problems. Because export doesn't mean that we sell the car and then there's nothing. No. Export dealers are actually our regular customers, regular buyers. So we have to keep a good relationship, which means we need to provide good cars. When you sell bad cars, big problem. More problems. So somehow that we have to put more attention to our export dealers than actually domestic dealers. So we need to use this Hey Dealer website to check the car. So before you check any cars, let's say you got order from our buyers from abroad and they ask to check this car. And if so, simply just put the number and then check the car and then check the history, and then you're gonna have real inspection, not direct. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. And then I guess the rest of things according to the need of buyers, as the buyer asks for, because not all buyers, but most buyers are professional. But some buyers, they don't know about the car, even this business well. But most of them they are very good. So sometimes they will guide you. They'll ask you what to do and so on. So also I'm learning from my buyers as well.
I have a question just regarding this app. So do buyers in other countries can use this app if they know like Korean?
I guess this one is running, I think, in abroad. So we can ask them to run it. I do not know whether it's running or not, but if it's running, they can ask for. But they have to put like Korean letters and so on. So they should know very basic Korean letters, right? They have to put Kanadara, they have to put it.
Yes, thank you.
So if they don't know, they cannot access, right?
Yes.
So they need to have basic Korean alphabet knowledge so that they can follow. I think if so, that might be possible. And then about the pricing, let's go back to Hey Dealer again. If you go back to Hey Dealer, my deal, this means that I purchased these cars. Let's say this one, our bidding price 50.61 million won. Okay, this one we pay, and then additional pay is if we go to announcement, we pay auction fee. The charge here, auction fee is based on the car price more than 30 million won, 36,000 won, 306,000 won Korean won. If it's self cars, if it's zero cars, it's examined by the technician. That's why it's more expensive. This one 500,000 won, right? So there is auction fee. Upon category, there is auction fees. So as you check the car price, and then you can charge additionally these auction fees. Okay, and also in other auctions like Autobo auction and so on, also there is auction fee as well. But all those auction fees, if you go to my page, if you go to this one, now this winning price 590,000 won, and the auction fee is 152,000 won. Right? There's a fee. And then this one, we are bringing, this one is in Ansong. From Ansong to Juan office in Incheon. The delivery fee, takson fee is about 60,000 won. So we need to add these fees, okay? That's the amount that our buyers will pay for. The car price, auction fee, and delivery fee. And then plus, we charge $100 as our export processing fee. And then when you buy the cars, then later on, we are making car documents also we pay for. For cancellation, we pay for. Also for making export declaration, also we pay for. So we charge $100 for basic export processing fee. And then later what we do is we are booking container or we are booking RoRo. We are booking shipping. Shipping is two ways. One is by RoRo, the other one is by container. RoRo means that we drive the car as it is to the ship. So there is a vessel. The vessel ship is actually RoRo ship. RoRo ship is only for the cars only. But container ship is multi-purpose. Any kinds of things we put in the container ship will bring the container. Basically, the RoRo ship is only available for the countries which demands many cars from Korea. So many countries, they don't have RoRo. Only we can send by container. So this one, actually the buyer also knows it, so they will choose how they will receive the car, by container or by RoRo. Or we can also suggest, we can guide them how we're gonna send our cars, by container or by RoRo, okay? And then that's it, and then our job is done. So as they choose the car, and then if they choose cars from N-Car or from our website, we inspect, we give them inspection report, and we give them invoice. And then if they make full payment, then we book shipping, RoRo or container, and then we ship the car to them. And then if so, our job is done. And for inspection, actually our inspection managers will do it. And then the rest of things, as you raise some questions, also I can give you some answers, but from time to time you can ask me, but I just roughly mentioned the basic things that you should know as a car dealer, as a car export dealer as well.
If we send by container or other thing, like the price also must be different, right?
Yeah, different, of course.
Yeah.
The shipping fee will be managed by our new manager. Ms. Lim will handle it later. Yeah. So you can ask the shipping fee to Mr. Lim, Ms. Lim. Yeah. Okay, and then all the information you are learning from our company is actually confidential. You shouldn't announce or you shouldn't share with other people. Okay.
So thank you for letting us know.
Anyway, you should know. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, roughly today I will end our orientation with our new managers. I hope that this one would be also good for our buyers as well. Thank you.
Thank you.